Hey everyone, thank you for watching another Jazzy Wicks candle review. Today I'm super happy to be reviewing the Yankee Candle UK Christmas releases for you. I'm super surprised that I've managed to get these so early. This is probably the earliest I've ever managed to get a new collection. But I just happened to be out shopping and they already had them in Love Aroma store that's in the UK. I believe Candles Direct have already got them online as well, and Temptation Gifts will probably have them soon if they haven't already added them on. So these are already about, even though they're not supposed to be out until like the Christmas releases. We've only literally just had the autumn releases, so it seems like they have managed to get these super early. But yeah, I managed to get them. The reason I've got 2 votives and 2 tarts is because normally if I'm reviewing a whole collection, I wouldn't want to review all in large jars because of obviously mainly the cost, and then obviously if you do spend that money and you get one from the new collection you're not keen on, it's just always a bit of a waste. So I normally like to get votives, but on this occasion the store didn't have Frosty Gingerbread in a votive form, so I thought I'll get 2 of each. So you can see the votives, they normally retail at $1.99 each and they have roughly a 15-hour burn time, and the wax tarts are $1.79 normally and have an 8-hour burn time. So I'll start off with the one on the left. We've got Icy Blue Spruce, so if I just bring that forward so you can see it a little bit better. So the notes for this are winter forest with juniper berries, blue spruce and spearmint leaves. Now for me, on this occasion, it had a half decent throw, but I didn't like the scent itself. I'd say the main note that comes through for me is the blue spruce, and it's got that sort of woody tone, but I really wanted this one to have more of the spearmint leaves coming through because I love Yankee candles like Candy Cane Lane, and I just think that's a really nice scent to have over Christmas. So on this occasion, for me, it just wasn't as good as it could have been. I just really wish the notes would have been a bit different and stronger in different places. I also found it was a bit cleanery. The scent, it smelt like a cleaning product a bit really. Not super strong, but it just smelt a bit artificial to me. I didn't really like it too much because of that. So if the spearmint would have come through a lot more, I probably would have rated it a lot higher. So I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 10, mainly just because of that cleaning tone it had to it. It just really wasn't for me. I was not keen at all. But yeah, the blue spruce was the main note, but to me it was just too artificial. I wouldn't buy it again. The smell did linger for quite a long time, but it just wasn't strong when it was lingering. So I'm giving it a 5 out of 10, but other people that like the scent might find it more of a 6 or a 7. But I'm purely rating this one down just because I think the smell's a bit too artificial for my liking. But obviously I'm not saying don't try it. Other people might like the scent that comes through with it, and it does linger. It's just not too strong, and I just personally wasn't keen on the scent. So then we'll go for the second one here, which is Winter Wonder. Winter Wonder notes are a dazzling mix of champagne and citrus with vanilla and silver balsam. Again, for me, too many notes for what it needed. The main note that came through for me was just the vanilla, and I really liked it. It wasn't super strong, but it just smelt really yummy. That's the best way to describe it. Sort of along the lines of like a vanilla cupcake, but it was the vanilla that really stood out on this for me. I didn't really get any champagne or citrus, but that vanilla smell was just so warm and nice. It's probably, I would get it again. I would be interested to see what it would be like in the large jar. But yeah, it didn't linger as much as Icy Blue Spruce, and I'm going to give the throw rating a 7 out of 10. It's not the strongest throwing candle I've ever had, but it was just that vanilla tone in those notes was just absolutely lovely. I really liked it, and it's one that I would keep burning, and I think it is a really good one for over Christmas. So that's Winter Wonder. Next, I'll zoom in on the next 2 because I've got them in tarts, and you can see I've used half of each. So Frosty Gingerbread, the notes for this are gingerbread, freshly frosted, a holiday delight that fills any room with welcome and warmth. Now I haven't got like Icy Blue Spruce and Winter Wonder, they've got a bit more better notes, but this is all I could find for Frosty Gingerbread at the moment. So then obviously the main note they've aimed for is gingerbread, which is absolutely fine with me. If you watch my reviews, you know that I love gingerbread scents. It's a lovely smell. I have had stronger gingerbread scents from Yankee Candle. I think they could have done a bit better. Obviously this is perfect for over Christmas, that gingerbread cinnamon scent. I do think on this occasion this one would have been better under the lamp. I do think it would have given off a better throw if I would have bought the jar and lamped it, but I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 as well, purely because I love the scent. Gingerbread just screams Christmas, and it was really nice. It did linger, that smell. I think gingerbread cinnamon always does, and it did give off a good throw. I personally, from my own point of view, could possibly give it an 8 out of 10 because I do think it's better than Winter Wonder. Like, the scent was there stronger, but I just think on this occasion it would have been stronger from a jar and under my lamp. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for that one. And lastly, Glittering Star, which you can see there on the right. The notes for this are a shimmering fragrance that gives a shimmering fragrance that gives a sparkle of sandalwood, sugar plum and ginger. So yeah, we've got sandalwood, sugar plum and ginger as the main notes there. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. The main notes that come through for me are the sandalwood and the ginger. I don't really get much plum, but although I'm giving it a 6 out of 10, I'm not keen on the scent myself. I don't like that mix of ginger and sandalwood that's coming through. I normally like sort of, I would have preferred it if it had the plum, basically. The plum would have been a better scent for me personally, but sandalwood and ginger, I just do not think they're a good mix, but the scent was quite a good throw, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It could have been better, and to be honest, overall as a whole, I think the whole collection could have been slightly better. We could have done without Icy Blue Spruce, if I'm being honest. We could have done with something more focused like Candy Cane Lane again. Frosty Gingerbread and Winter Wonder, I think, are great for this Christmas. I think there's sort of 2 really good candles there to go for. Glittering Star, I could give or take. I'm just not keen on the scent myself, but it does have a good throw. So from reviewing all of these, out of my opinion, if you're going to try any, I would try Frosty Gingerbread first. And obviously if you're not that keen on cinnamon and gingerbread, then Winter Wonder would be my second choice. That vanilla was absolutely lovely. I'd have to put Glittering Star in third place because it does have a good throw. It's just me personally, I don't like that mix of ginger and sandalwood. And Icy Blue Spruce, I'm putting right at the bottom because it was just too artificial for me. I was not keen on the scent it gave off, although it did linger, so it was a good candle in itself. It was just the tones and the notes were not for me. So yeah, it's not as good as I was hoping this review to be, but definitely Frosty Gingerbread and Winter Wonder are the top 2 there. They're the 2 I would definitely recommend to give a go. Very Christmassy in my opinion. It's just the other 2 I can give or take really. We do also have a new update for some returning candles. Returning favourites could be Jack Frost, Christmas Wish, Hollyberry and Christmas at the Beach. Now I know Jack Frost and Christmas at the Beach are 2 candles that people really want to hunt down, and people do sell them for quite a lot of money, so people that keep them in their collection, it's a bit of a kick when you've saved them because they might be worth money and then they re-release them. But just for people that have always wanted to get their hands on them but don't want to pay the money, they should be re-released at the end of this year. They probably won't be out as quickly as these ones have come out, but as far as I'm aware you can only get them in large jars as well. So thank you for watching my Christmas 2018 releases. Not as hopeful as I was expecting, but still there's 2 winners there. Let me know if you get any of these and you give them a go and you think anything different, or if you really like any, and I'll get some new reviews out for you soon.